can some tomatoes tonight. We got quite a few of them here on the back porch that we've done picked over the last few days. I actually just picked about another bucket and a half, but probably make about 3/4 of a bushel. I just picked them. We do pick them when they're not real ripe, so we're gonna have to let those set a little while out here on the back deck to ripen up a little bit. So I'm just gonna pick through these, make sure that all these are still in good shape. I know we're gonna have a few that's got some bad spots on them, so we've got so many, we'll just throw them in a bucket for the chickens. So once I get them in my bucket here, we'll take them inside. I'll put a little hot water over them and see if we can get the peelings off of them and cut them up. Put them on the open kettle, put them on the stove, and then we'll see how many jars we end up with. Bucket for the chickens, and then, like I say, whatever bad ones that we have, we'll throw them in that bucket also. And they'll get all the peelings and everything too. So and they'll enjoy them for a few days. That one's got a couple bad spots on it, so we're just gonna toss them. A lot of these are small, but they'll make they'll be good for canning. Now that one right there, that's a nice one. For make you a made a sandwich out of that one. I'll hold on to him because I might eat one of them tomorrow. That one's soft, got a bad spot on it too. This one right here is split. I don't know if it's from the wet weather that we've been having. But I think it'll be alright, otherwise it looks pretty good. We live on the East Coast in Central Virginia, so we was just dealing with tropical storm, hurricane, whatever you want to call it, Debbie that came through, so it won't too bad here that we didn't get a whole lot of wind. We got probably about 3 inches of rain, but it won't too bad. I think pretty much gone now. I just got back to the house from cutting grass, so it rained this morning, but haven't got anything in the last couple hours. Well, probably about 3 or 4 hours now. For a while. Alright, so we done bought the tomatoes in here. We got them in a little pan, bucket, whatever you want to call it, here in the sink. Got some water boiling over here on the stove. What I'm going to do is pour that boiling water over these tomatoes. Then I'm going to run some cold water over them. And by doing that, the peelings will come right off.
Both candidates now set to face off on ABC News on September 10th. The news company's president crowds for politically swing states. She's seen fundraising spike, even a race to lead Trump holding with Joe Biden all year. Trump's advisors saying Democrats will vet him as a temporary running mate. But behind the scenes, some Republicans privately chafing about Trump's inability to stay on message. They're urging Trump to hit Harris on policy.
Alright, so we got some boiling water here. We're going to let them sit for 2 or 3 minutes and I'll dump that out and run some cold water over them. And then the peeling should just pop right off of it.
They talk about, the enthusiasm. Let me tell you, we have the...
Alright, so I just went ahead and dumped them in the sink, stopped the sink up and dumped them all in the sink in this hot water. Now I'm going to let them sit there for a couple minutes and then I'll drain this water out and put a little cold water over them. And as you can already see, like this one right here, the peeling is just coming right off of it, so it makes it pretty easy doing it like that. So I'm just taking them out the sink, putting them over here on this cookie sheet just to kind of contain the mess that I'm making. And we'll just strip the peelings off of them. And I'll get a few with the peelings off, and then once I get the cookie sheet kind of full, I'll take and cut them up and put them in my pot here. Kim, she had to go in the basement because she was worried that I was gonna make a mess, which I probably will before it's over with, but she's cleaning the house and I'm messing up the kitchen. But I figured I was trying to help her out, get rid of some of these tomatoes. We got a whole back porch full of them. And don't really know what to do with them, so. We do use quite a bit of tomatoes in the wintertime and all, canning and making soup and stuff like that, so. Always good to have on hand. I think I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna put a few jalapenos in them. And we'll use them for chili and stuff like that. This one's a little hard getting the peeling off of it. But we'll get it. So we got all our tomatoes cut up. Ended up with about a half to 3/4 of a kettle full. Still got quite a few more that need to be canned or whatever out on the porch. So I think we're gonna work on them tomorrow. So I'm just gonna put this kettle in the refrigerator for tonight and we'll work on the other ones tomorrow. And I'll try to get some video of that too. Cut up most of them, got what I could get the peelings off of. The ones that are kind of scalded pretty good, the peelings came off of them fairly easy, but the other ones that didn't get a whole lot of hot water on them, peelings was a little hard to come off of them, so I run them through this food mill here, and that pulled the peelings and left the peelings inside the mill and ran the rest of the tomatoes in the kettle. So mostly just a bunch of trash in here that the chickens will enjoy. So. All right, so we got the tomatoes all straightened out and got them in the kettles here. They'll need to come to a boil. How long do you need to boil them for?
30 minutes.
Let them boil for 30 minutes, and then we'll put them in the jars, put the lids on them, and they'll be good to go. We did cut up some jalapenos and put in these, so these will be a little bit spicy. Be good for chili and stuff like that this winter, or pretty much any time when we want chili or anything spicy. So.
And while the tomatoes are cooking, I am working on shelling the butter beans. We didn't get a whole lot on this round, but I think we'll have enough. I might could can maybe 3 pints. We've got more over there that are washed and ready. So we'll see what happens.
They get foamy. This is the one with the jalapenos. They'll taste good.
You don't have jalapenos in both of them?
No, just one.
Oh.
Got a regular one and one spicy one.
I thought it was jalapenos in both.
No, just the one. Because it is good if you want to do something mild. And I have a friend at work, she's so dying for some homemade canned tomatoes. But she won't want jalapenos in hers.
Well, once again,
You distracted me.
the husband was right. I told her to leave the lids off and they wouldn't boil over. But she insisted she was going to be watching them. And what happened?
You distracted me. I think we put too much in the bowl.
I think you shouldn't have put the top on there. I told you that in the beginning. But as usual,
You're always right.
that and you're hard-headed.
Alright, the jalapeno ones are done. We'll get these jarred up. I did not run these through the food mill, so they're a bit on the more chunky side. This straight? I think so. Alright, put him under there.
Gotta make sure that this is clean so they'll seal. Let's taste this. This one has the jalapeno. It's got a little bit of kick to it. I don't think it's as spicy as the other ones I made.
We're going to do my first attempt at canning butter beans. So we're going to put the butter beans down in the jars. The jars have to be hot, so I just pulled this one out the oven. And then it says to put boiling water over them, but I'm going to at least get some water pretty hot in the microwave. And we're going to add a little bit of salt. Oops, runaway bean. And then we'll add a little bit of salt. And then we'll water bath them. And I'm also drinking the leftover tomato juice. It's really good. That's what didn't fit.
my water to boil. We'll water bath them and go from there.
Well, everybody, a couple days from since was canning the tomatoes, I forgot to do a little closing for the video. So, ironically enough, I guess you could say I'm sitting here tonight eating a tomato sandwich. So, we've been up to our ears in tomatoes the last probably week or more. I just picked another 5-gallon bucket full a while ago. I don't know what we're gonna do with them. Probably give them away, but I think we've done just about all the canning we're gonna do. We'll probably do one more batch this weekend. That's probably gonna do it for us. But yep, just wanted to tell everybody thanks for tuning in, and hope y'all will like and subscribe to our channel, and we will catch y'all on the next one.
And wild and free. I got 100 years of down home running through my blood. I was